Hi everybody, welcome to Beyond the Lines. My name is Sarah, I'm the artist bei Pinselgeschichten, and today I'm gonna have a challenge, a 3-color challenge. Hubby did choose Tombow markers.
Again, we are working, or I am, with 3 colors only. Oh, you're working, okay. Chosen by my sweet husband Daniel, who's gonna close his eyes in a minute and draw 3 markers from the pile of the Tombow markers. I'm not gonna choose them because I know where colors are and I could have cheated, so I need somebody who doesn't know my sorting system. So please, sweetheart. Oh, he's counting the minute and you're not talking. Unbelievable. Say hello to the folks, then close your eyes and draw 3 markers, please. Oh, you can talk, it's fine. Okay, 3 markers only. Oh God. Oh, careful, careful, careful. Oh God. Okay, number 1. Oh, number 2. 1 more. Please. Oh God. Thank you. Stop, open your eyes. Thank you. Oh God. It's a lot of fun to work with it. And the marker numbers are 991, N15, and 761. So these are the 3 colors I'm gonna work with.
And now I got a color. And I decided to work in the Inspiration Happy Zen coloring book. It's one of the first coloring books I ever got. It's one of those first, this is gonna be one of the shortest videos too, because it was really, really fast that I was able to color this owl. Let's have it center. Here we go. Owl. Ta-da! You can see how I do that. The numbers of the pens and close-up photos are on my blog an hour past this video going live. I hope you enjoy, and I'm gonna see you next week on a new show. So there we go. It's time to color the owl. You saw the pens that I have. I have a yellow, a very light pink, and a black. And I think what I want to do for this owl is to have a combo that I showed you before, meaning wet and dry things going on. I don't want to have to protect the back side of this particular one. This one actually could take this out. This is the last bit that I'm gonna do in this book for this show, so I don't have to protect it. However, I might use this book for mixed media collage. So I'm starting with the yellow, and I have my water brush here, and I want to start by painting in the beak of the owl. And I'm going with the wet part first, and then have a solid marker for shading a little later. I will also color the eyes yellow, and I don't really care about the pattern here. This was one of the first coloring books I ever got. All the tiny ones here actually are. And I will retire them once this show is done. I will use the non-colored pages in mixed media art, like maybe for card making or something. And I don't know why. There's dark on my pencil, so let's on my pen. Let's get a clean yellow and have a bit of a yellow eye here. Same goes for the feet. I think I want the yellow there. The challenge with this color is that one of them is black, so I'm actually just working with 2 colors here, and they're both kind of pastel-ish. but I don't mind. I think I want a little bit of that yellow also here on the head. And I don't mind having a little bit of the black from the palette in there, just or from the dirty tip. Just going to color the head top here. And also the tip here on the tail, those flowery bits. I just look for the big patterns right now. I do not take care at all of the tiny little Zentangle-y looking patterns here. Just want the major bits, and then I can actually dry and clean my palette. And then I'm gonna use the pink. Let's see if I can actually do something nice with that. Let's start at the tail. Oh, it's very light. Wow. And it's both warm colors, so that's really a challenge here. This is not gonna be easy. Very subtle pink. Let's see, okay. Very, very subtle. Think I want to go with the pink right here on the paper and pull it out, because it's just such a light color. Almost impossible to make it look anything but super light. So I'm just going to color the whole thing with my marker here, then go over it with the water, make things a little bit watercolory looking, drag out the pigment a bit, but not too much, because it's really very light pigment. Maybe here on the bottom, I'm gonna pull the pigment a bit more towards the middle. So I'm having like a light stomach or something. Maybe a little bit more of that rose color. This is really difficult. I don't want a too harsh edge line here, so I'm gonna come through with something else. So now need a bit of the black. I actually want to just make a very light gray, because I don't think the pink would fit here very well. So I'm just gonna leave the pink on the stomach and pretty much the downside of the owl, and all the facing parts will be yellow and grayish black. So let's start off with this part. Darker section, and now I'm going to use a lot of water on that little bit of black that I do still have on my palette, and make it almost like an indigo blue or a Payne's gray here. Just to color this. And this is something that I really like about the Tombows. You can go so vibrant and bright with just using the markers dry. Or you can go with kind of like a watercolory look and therefore achieve maybe a bit more depth and shading and stuff. So the toes or the claws here, going to color them in that same gray fashion. And I'm going to use the rest of the gray to bring in here on the feathers to add a bit of dark there. Not too much, just a little bit of a oomph, you know. It's all about the oomph. Same here on the feet. And some more here on the head. Also on the eyes. So on the top part, usually eyes are darker because there's a lid. And now I gotta dry this off and then bring in the markers dry, at least the pink. Ah, no, I saw something. First, a little more of the gray, and I have to shade here underneath the head because there's a little bit of an overhang, so it's a bit darker. Need just a smidge more of the black. To have a little bit of the gray. Maybe also from the bottom, just on the body part here, not so much the wings, and maybe here between the feathers. What I also want to do, just realized, she's floating. I don't like her floating. So I'm gonna add a branch where she's gonna sit on, because I don't like the floaty bits. Okay. Now I'm going to dry this off, and now I'm going to work with the dry markers just to add a bit more of a brightness. This is a really fast way, especially to color, especially those big pieces here. You don't need to have much, and with only a few markers, again, you can make something really cool, and I like that. Okay, this is probably gonna be one of the fastest videos for this particular show, but what I'm gonna do now, gonna take the markers without the water, and I'm just going to add a few bits of only straight up ink just to intensify some of the colors here. Just a bit. Next up, I'm gonna take the black. Oh, I just realized something. Maybe I wanna have a little bit of a smudging going on here. Just a bit. Okay. Now the black. Just gonna feather this out here on these 3 feathery bits just to deepen the contrast between these 2 gray things. And now I'm going to add the black lines here. So there's definitely some branch or something where the owl is sitting on. Going to feather the black out here a bit just to have it look like the tree is somewhere here or something on the right hand side. And I'm going to move to the smaller nib, and I'm just going to add a bit of a line on the right hand side. The shadows coming from the right, so that's that. And now for the pink, maybe I need a bit here down on these feathers there. They lost a bit of their pinkishness in the gray, shading out the feathers. So I'm just going to add a bit of that pink back, feathering it in, not going all the way solid. And I also want a bit more of the pink here on the wings. Not so much the body though. I'm crossing my eye just for a split second or squinting just to see if I have the right values, and it actually looks good. So I think I want a bit more of the yellow down here. Just a little feather in. Again, I don't take care of the pattern that comes with the owl at all for this particular case. I can do that with other colorings, but I don't want it to do that here. And I think just need a bit of the black here to give her pupils. And then I'm done. I might add a little bit of a white gel pen for the reflection on the eyes of the owl, but that's that. I'm going to dry this off once more to be able to add the gel. Okay. Reflection there, and there we go. This is my Tombow marker 3-color challenge. I hope you enjoyed. This is really one of the fastest videos I ever made for this show. Next week is going to take a while longer because we're back to the Outlander coloring book, and these are really huge pages, and I want to show you things for the sceneries there, of course, not only a little challenge or a color that I want to focus on. The next color that I am going to focus on is red, and then there's only 2 more color sections to go, and then it's only sceneries and stuff that I want to do and that you want to see, because you have to let me know in the comments below what you want to see. I thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. You can read up those marker numbers and see close-up photos of this colored owl on my blog. The description box below holds the link to my webpage, so take a look. And thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'm going to see you next week with the Outlander coloring book. Have fun, folks. Bye!